Be prepared for highly offensive language throughout and adult and sexual themes. It's all fun and games in the Celebrity Big Brother house, and there's harmony. There's a small matter of a nominations reveal. It's time for Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side. Viewers, having such great power comes great responsibility. And today, I, the presenter of Celebrity Big Brother's Bit on the Side, feel it weighing down on my shapely yet slimline shoulders. It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it. With that in mind, welcome to Celebrity Big Brother's Bit on the Side! And my Stop it! Stop it! Welcome to Celebrity Big Brother's on the Side again! Oh, loving that, Lexan. Today we found out that Rodrigo hasn't been pulling his weight around the house. Also, Natalie's caused a storm by demanding to discuss every single person's storms in the house. Storm. All right, Jermaine, thank you for that. Speaking of our ex-Premier League footballer, he put in a bit of legwork himself by having a little lick of glamour model Chloe's lower limbs. We hope his wife weren't watching. This is a little bit awkward. I'm going to be speaking to his best friend a little bit later on in the show about what he makes of it all as well. And there was also a small matter of nominations! Nominations! Yes, it's happened. The housemates facing the first eviction this Friday are Hardeep and Natalie. All right, calm yourselves, calm yourselves. It is a classic Celebrity Big Brother head-to-head. Nominations chat is going to be coming up a bit later on, but also coming up, Bots is going global this year, guys. Yeah, it's going global. I'm going to be talking to not one, but two Big Brother superstars from across the seas. But first, I cannot begin to tell you how excited I am about tonight's panel. And the reason I can't is because contractually I'm obliged to make the best out of a bad situation. So here goes. You might recognise my first famous face from Celebs on the Farm, currently running nightly on 5-Star Dear. Or you might recognise her from Celebs Go Dating, or that brilliant 5-star show, Celebrity Ghost Hunt. Really good show, guys. Or more likely, you'll probably recognise her from your local kebab shop after closing time. It's Charlotte Dawson! She loves it. She loves it. My next guest has traded an island in the sun for a panel in the storm. She might be unlucky in love, or is she? But she is very lucky to have a pushy agent who got her here tonight. It's the gorgeous Laura Anderson! It's hurting me, it's hurting me. And last but not least, sandwiched between our two lovely ladies, it's a CBBUK legend, soap superstar turned panel regular. It's the slimline fat boy himself, Ricky Norwood! I'm loving it. Well, listen, here we go. The big story tonight was our first set of nominations. I love it. Which have resulted in Hardeep and Natalie going head-to-head. Firstly, I'm so happy it's just two of them up as well. I'm loving that. Charlotte, lovely to have you back on the show.
Oh, of course, Charlie.
Of course, babes. They have clashed a lot in that house so far. Are you surprised that it's them two that's up this week?
No, I'm not. I think Natalie, we've obviously... I really liked her at the start, but now I've really seen a different side. You know, she's been very bitchy, isn't she? And I feel like the cracks are starting to show with her. And it's a shame because I actually liked him, but Hardeep as well. But today, I really liked the way he was with Roxanne and Chloe.
You liked that?
Yeah, I liked that because obviously...
I love him.
Yeah.
You like him as well,
Laura? She
Not just because he's Scottish, but I just...
Oh, we are, let's find that card, here you go.
He's lovely. I think he's a nice guy.
I liked that side because obviously my dad's not here, Les.
God bless Les, we love you, Les.
Yes, we love you. But obviously I felt like it was really, really warming and nice. And
Ricky, what about you? I mean, are these the two you wanted to see up for eviction this week?
I think they were the most likely to be up.
Yeah.
I know that first week being in the house that, you know, snoring is okay for about 5 minutes, but couple that with farting as well.
Sounds like Tracy.
Poor mum's in the audience. You're going to rinse her tonight. I can sense it. Don't worry, Trace. I've got your backbone.
But when you're in a confined space like that and it comes up to nomination day and you haven't got nobody else and everyone's still being polite and stuff, it's an easy pick.
Yeah, easy.
And then with Natalie, she has been creating the storm from the beginning, really. She's been in there from the start.
Queen.
Yeah.
But Laura, I mean, this is the thing. Like, I was going to say to you, are you happy with the result? But someone like Natalie, I mean, we all said on launch night, she's going to be great, she's going to be great. Maybe some of us have changed our mind about her personality, but is Ricky right? Is she bringing a storm?
Like, yeah, it's exciting, but for me, that's not really what I want to watch. Like, I knew she would be up, but I don't really like Roxanne.
Oh, you're not a fan of
Yeah,
Roxanne?
we're not a fan of Roxanne.
If I had to nominate, it would be Natalie, but and Roxanne. Obviously, I like Hardeep, so...
You would have gone for Roxanne. Well, you know what? We're going to
Yeah.
be talking about Roxanne a bit
Yeah.
later on in the show. But are we looking forward to this eviction on Friday, guys? I mean, this is quite a... Oh, you're not! You're not! She's shaking that noonie bleach blonde hair. She's had a toner. She don't care, nose.
No, you're going to get the big characters out at the beginning. Like, the quiet ones need to go. But Natalie is causing a big storm, but we want to see it.
You want to see it?
Do want to see it,
You
yeah.
want to
It's
see it?
drama,
You
I want
agree?
drama.
Yeah, I think Natalie needs to stay.
You think Natalie needs to stay?
Go, mate.
Oh, you think she needs to go?
Natalie's creating too much of a storm, and it's like she's just trying to, like, oh, here I am, look at me, everyone, trying to get the level of authority that Kirsty has, and she's not going to get there, so I think she needs to get out of the house and let everyone else...
And let's appreciate 2 nights in a row here. He loves it. Look, I see it. I see it. Listen, we're going to be having a lot more nominations discussion a bit later on in the show, but let's look at the rest of the show now. And it seemed to be the day where the masks started to slip. Well, apart from Rodrigo's, I don't know if you can see here. Yeah, there it goes. And we actually just literally peel it off. Like, the mask actually did physically slip. Oh, my God. What is he doing?
That's good for your
I thought it was skin at first. It frightened me. We've had a lot
like
of...
his skin.
It does look like skin. That's what frightens me.
24
We've had a
karat.
lot of tears, tantrums and togas. And can I just say, when I was watching this yesterday, I thought a task had gone in. They weren't. They were just casually in togas. Are we excited, Charlotte, to see the housemates now slipping slightly and not being on best behaviour all the time?
Yeah, I think it really needed spicing up. So I'm glad it started, the cracks have started to show. So I'm really happy about that.
Rick, is this the time when it starts to happen? You know, you've had your
Yeah, you
first
said that
weekend in
before,
there.
yeah.
This sort of first real week, that's when the masks do slip, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's nomination day. As soon as nomination day comes up and you know that it's there, then that's when the cracks start to show. On the togas, I didn't know that Cheryl Cole's backing dancers were allowed in the house.
Yeah, no, they just pop in and out.
I didn't know that
Big
was
up
happening.
Cheryl for sending in the outfits.
But
loving
yeah,
the
it's
look.
definitely the day that it all starts to break open.
It's going to happen. Well, we've had
Everyone's
Waterworks
feeling it.
tonight. Firstly, from Hardeep, #Dadgate. But now I've rewatched it, I was a little bit confused about it all. Were you? It was all a little bit confusing about what was going. So this is exactly what happened. Let me take a deep breath. Roxanne thought that Hardeep was crying for her and Chloe's absent fathers, but not her and Chloe. But then she didn't want him to because they didn't deserve his tears. Hardeep then explained that he wasn't crying for Chloe and Roxanne or their dads, but for all the errant dads out there who would raise another generation of errant men. And Hardeep then explained that he wasn't crying for them personally, but for the people that they left behind. So Chloe and Roxanne then, even though Roxanne has said that they didn't need his tears, as for every man that walked away, there was one that stayed. And that's where we'll end it because it's something positive from Roxanne. Laura, let me... Charlie, Ken's gone. What did you make of that whole father chat? Because I was very shocked when I saw Hardeep start getting upset about that, because I would have thought it would have been the girls that might have potentially got upset about that if they were a bit
Yeah, I
like
think they've
that.
obviously dealt with it their whole lives, and you know it makes them who they are. So I just thought it was really cute. Like I can't help but like him. He's a guy. He's
he's
a dad.
Scottish.
Not because he's Scottish. Like it obviously touches a nerve with him, and he would want every girl to have a father. So I get why he.
So you liked seeing that part of him? You thought that was genuine? You thought it was lovely?
Yeah, 100%.
Anyone that didn't think that? I want to try and balance it out. Oh, you didn't? Oh, go on, that little meek in the back there, look. Just a half a hand up. Go on, babe.
I just didn't think there was any sincerity to it. There was no point in him crying at that time. There was no need for it. And I think it was like he was trying to take a moment from them or something, or get a moment for himself and get... Really, I think he wanted them both to hug him or something like that. That's what I see from him.
You weren't a fan of that?
No.
She weren't a fan of that moment. The conversation, though, it did initially start with Hardeep questioning Chloe on her page 3 career, now in The Star, not The Sun, implied nudity fans. Ricky, what did you make of that whole chat with Hardeep and Chloe? Because she said she found it a little bit condescending, maybe, that he didn't really understand what she did.
I think they're coming from 2 different places. Firstly, there's a big age gap, and secondly, there's 2 lines of thought. They both read different books, all right? You know, Hardeep is very kind of intelligent, he's very intellectual. He tries to argue his point, he tries to put across the righteous point, and then sometimes, if you go against him, his back goes up, and he doesn't know how to continue that debate and that conversation. So when it comes down, to this particular conversation about the page 3 and a previous modelling career, he started to kind of go on the power to the woman front. You know, don't you feel objectified? Don't you feel this? Don't you feel that? And what he doesn't understand right now, that there are a lot of women that are taking independence and strength and that are kind of owning their own life right now. They're not going to be pushed into doing a photo like that. If there's a woman out there that wants to do it, she's doing it because she wants to do it.
All right, Judy James! Psych on the side over there. Let's actually stay with the subject of tears, because Gabby, she started having a bit of a breakdown after being accused by Natalie of fading into the background. Laura, is she fading into the background? Do we think there's more to Gabby?
I just think, I mean, surely she's been herself. She's been on a similar show before.
Which we don't mention.
Right, so I just don't really get why she's so upset, like, over Natalie. I mean...
It did shock me. I don't know why it got to her so much.
Like, is she being real? Like, I don't know, maybe she's just emotional. Like, if she knows who she is, be yourself, don't care about Natalie. Natalie hates everyone.
Did anyone... Well, it's true. Did you feel sorry for her, Shah?
I mean, not really. I did a little bit, because obviously Natalie is a very intimidating character. But you just got to own it and just be yourself. And if people don't like you, then chuff off.
It's just the way she was, like, leaning down and crying like this.
Yeah, it was a bit dramatic.
I was like, what are you doing?
Was it a bit drama-rama?
I don't
know.
I
I think she's actually done...
I think she's sensitive. I think she's sensitive right now, in the sense that this whole press thing has come out, and there's opinion around her and Dan, and then when Natalie...
But you know what? In everyone's defence here, I do have to say this. She knew what her storm was going into the house. So everyone owns their storm. Let's be honest, there's been rumours in the press for weeks about the rumoured lineup. So if she didn't know Dan was going to be in there, well, good. I'm glad she's not read the press. But she must need to own that storm, and which she has. But it's going to come up in there.
But you can tell how conscious she is. You can tell how conscious, even when it came down to the massage suggestion from Dan, she shut that down real quick, because now it's like they can't even
do it.
No, look, it's rumours, right? It's rumours. There's nothing been confirmed, right? I know Dan. Dan is a really likeable, lovable guy. I know Jacqueline. I've worked with Jacqueline for a long time. She's fantastic, all right? And all we know is rumours. All we've heard is rumours. So she's trying to protect herself from any other press or any other things going in.
Awkward.
And when you're away from your support group, when you're in there by yourself, no phone, no mum, no best friend, no nothing, it's really hard. It gets emotional in there, and especially in the first couple of days.
Fair dues, fair dues. Well, listen, it was Natalie. We're talking about her. She was the one that's caused the tears, and she spent most of the episode obsessing over everyone's storms.
The storm.
Thanks, Jermaine. Ricky, what did you make of this? I cannot physically understand. What did you make of the display during nominations? They are all walking in to nominate, and she kicked off about it. What's going on there? Did she mean to do that? Do you think that's part of her game?
But she is a stirrer, okay? The first thing that I noticed about Natalie was, like, she went and asked Gabby about her and Dan, and then she went and spoken to Rodrigo, spread the gossip, and then her and Rodrigo were, like, then ganging up on Gabby to see if she was lying or not. And she's done that a couple of times where she's taken a story and then spread it. I think that she is playing the Big Brother game. You know, when we talk about playing the Big Brother game, she is playing that. She is asking the questions that Big Brother wants to ask.
That we maybe want to ask?
That we maybe want to ask. And she's creating the controversy where she feels necessary. Now, by opening it up at that point, what she doesn't realise, maybe being American and being very out there and outspoken, that in England, we don't air our dirty laundry amongst a group. Yeah. I might do it like this on a one-on-one, or we might, you know, but it'll be very small. We don't open it out, and we don't openly share like that.
It makes her look worse.
Yeah,
it does make her look worse.
She obviously was saying, like, can everyone remind me of your storms? I want to know. And everyone got their backs up. I mean, especially Ryan and Dan, they disagreed with it all. Are we seeing tribes start to develop in the house, do you think, Laura?
Definitely.
Charlotte, do you think we are?
Definitely. They're all, like, teaming up on different sides. And, like, obviously, like, people don't want to, like, go into the past, you know what I mean? It can upset them and stuff like that. So people might not want to talk about their storm.
The hardest thing, though, with that, and I totally appreciate that, by all means, but the whole point of this series and every single housemate having that place in the house is that storm.
Yeah, but not on stage with a spotlight on you.
True say. It doesn't need to be in that
you can go and
fashion.
talk to, like, say if you've got like a connection with someone in the house, go and speak to them about it. Not all of them.
You've got time as well.
And we found out about Nick's story without it being exposed in a, you know, it was in a conversation, you know, so we found out more about his journey. And it was a natural conversation, and we, I think us as an audience kind of prefer to learn about people like that, rather it be like...
the fire.
Well, let's move it a bit light. I think we should go from storms to a bit of style. We've got 3 fashion icons in the studio today, guys. We really have. Unfortunately, they're behind the cameras. Sorry, darling. But don't worry, because it's time for this. So here we go. This is a little bit of Rodrigo's style, and let's have a look. He went a bit floral and fruity in this trendy print shirt. Perfect for a lazy day on the French Riviera or in the celebrity Big Brother garden. Moving on, this look will now make your hair stand on end. He's pulled off this ultimate Donatella-inspired piece, and let me say, I don't just mean the shirt. And finally, Rodrigo opted for a classic masculine blue tone to showcase this strong look, perfect for sipping a mojito in Mystique or stuffing your face in the celebrity Big Brother kitchen. And if you would like any information on the clothes featured in that item, please do not go to our website because there's no information there whatsoever. And that was another edition of... I quite like this. Are we liking his style? You're liking his style? Fan of the shirt?
Yeah, I think it's different. He's original.
He's definitely original. I'll give you that one. Listen, on that note, good chat, everyone. Well, that is it for part 1. But luckily for you lot, I predict we've got a part 2 coming up almost immediately.
Call me psychic, darling.
Oh, thank you, Sally, darling. Charlotte Dawson has also been scouring social media to get the latest celeb reactions to our famous housemates. And we've got the latest Celebrity Big Brother bots news, including breaking news that Kirsty might be about to denounce her presidency. Oh, wow. Don't miss it. See you straight after this. You wouldn't tell I was nude, would you? So, welcome back to Celebrity Big Brothers Beyond the Side. Don't mind me. I'm just practising my page 3 implied nudity pose. I'm just, you know what I mean? You would never know I've got it out, would you? You wouldn't. She does. It's in the star, though, babe, not the sun. Coming up, we're going to be talking about nominations, but first we are getting our money's worth tonight as the beautiful Charlotte Dawson has shimmied over from behind the panel to perch by our plasma to show us the Celebrity Big Brother social media moments that have caught our eye. Give it up for Charlotte, everyone! Where's mine?
Darling, it's all about me tonight.
It's all about you.
It's all about me.
First of all, you're right to be standing. They look very high.
No, so I've got my condensation shoes on.
Right.
I can't breathe. My bunions are on fire.
All right, darling. Well, as long as
Literally.
you're all right, we'll just deal with it.
I've got Prosecco, but I lost my voice last night.
She's been out. It's one of them.
Yeah,
what have you got for me, babes?
So, darling, I've got some fabulous stuff tonight.
Go on.
First up, we've got the legend, the fabulous... Where is he?
He's there.
There he is. There he is, Russell Grant
Russell
himself.
Grant, we love Russell Grant.
So the legend, the fabulous Russell Grant has been getting involved online.
He loves it. He's always involved online. He loves it, dear friend.
So the highlight of last night's hashtag CBBUK was hashtag CBB Rodrigo, who grows on me daily. Oh, I bet, darling. Chasing hashtag Kim Jong-un.
Wow.
Chuffing hell, what a name.
What?
What a name.
Do you know who he is?
No.
OK.
King Kong?
No, it's not King Kong.
OK.
He's definitely not on Twitter, though, put it that way.
Is he not on Twitter?
No, no.
Oh, my God, who is he then?
No, don't worry.
Around the hashtag CBB Garden, hashtag surreal.
So many hashtags, Russell Grant, God bless you. Who's next?
Next one we've got... Oh, my God, Mum, it's Jenny Bradley from Corrie.
It's Sally Ann.
It's Sally Ann. She's got all the love for the sidekick Sally. Obviously, babe, you've got the same name.
Yeah.
So, at Sally Ann Matthews, blimey, a psychic evening around Sally's would be a right laugh. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll be having one at mine, Sally, won't we, Mum?
Yeah, well, they'll be doing it. Can I just say, this could just be a show in itself. What is going on here?
No, Charlotte's chuffing show.
This is telly. This is telly. Right, what's next?
Thank you, darling. So, my home girl, Lizzie Cundy.
Oh, Lizzie Cundy. We love Lizzie Cundy on the show.
So, she doesn't seem to be much of a Natalie fan.
Go on.
And so she said, at Lizzie Cundy, this Natalie is up for a fight. Oh, bloody hell, she is. She needs to take a chill pill. She's trouble with a capital T. I hear you, honey.
Capital T. She thought was trouble.
Yeah,
is there any more? Have you got anything else?
Oh, yeah, I've got loads. And Loose Woman's Kay Adams.
Loose Woman's Kay Adams. Topical.
Yeah, she's been piping up.
She loves it.
So at Kay Adams, hashtag CBBUK, lend us a tenner, Nick. Oof, the things you do for a tenner.
No.
The things you do for a tenner.
Oh, babe, I've heard on the grapevine.
No, not anymore, Matthew.
Don't worry,
not anymore, Matthew.
It was a tough time. Are we done?
So, yeah, we're done. So now we've got a thing. We've got a meme. A meme.
A meme?
A meme.
Oh, God. A meme?
So, yeah, a meme.
Go on.
My darling Rai. I wrote this myself. I'm not even joking. With the Sharpie.
Go on.
I have a little special treat for you.
Go on.
Oh. I hacked onto the Big Brother system, I did. And I made my own meme.
Meme? Right.
So, we're going to play it.
Go on.
Charlotte's World Wide Web, come on.
So this is walking into the weekend?
Yeah, and that was me last night.
This is you. So this is Charlotte's meme. Look, she's made a meme. And your poor mother is just sat there.
And my boyfriend. Hello.
And your boyfriend. Give it up for Charlotte, everyone. We love her. Sit down, girl. Just sit down and drink the drink. Oh, what a night. God, just go. Just go. No, just go. Anyway, it's time for tomorrow's headlines in today's CBB Bots News. Yeah, right, OK, our top stories tonight. Natalie and Rodrigo are feeling left out. Sally's struggling with her stomach. Hardeep demonstrates his ball skills. And Kirsty denounces her presidency. No order, come on, that's Judge Ryland. First up at 10:04 this morning, Natalie exercised her right to speech. Run PT.
So, Gabby, do you care that Rodrigo and I have felt excluded from the workouts? Because you've been the one that's been having them.
To be honest with you, Natalie, I don't feel like I've excluded you at all. Like, it's a free-for-all.
But you're not telling anybody when you're working out.
So
you're only going and telling the boys when you're ready to work out. And said, actually, now I am.
I'm sorry that I have to then come and personally say to you,
well, I mean, I think that would be the nice thing to do. You make sure Darren and all the boys were going to work out.
Oh, my God, you are hilarious.
I don't have to shout because
I didn't start shouting first.
I definitely didn't start shouting.
Oh, like you didn't start shouting first yesterday?
Oh, no, that was Ryan, sweetheart. And yesterday also said, I'm the loudest one in the house. No, I'm not. Girlfriend, please, bye. Don't start. Because y'all have not seen me get loud.
Well, let's hope they work things out. Lol. Then at 10:40 this morning, Sally struggled to digest some spirits. Run, BT.
You feeling all right, Sally, yeah?
Pardon?
You feeling all right?
Yeah, it's actually going. I've had
it's just your heart.
It was getting better, and then I had a shower, and it all kicked off again. It was a bit like, do you know what? I can't eat. What?
I think you're probably getting bombarded by spirits coming to visit you. I
probably am. That's what I am. Getting bombarded by them. They're saying, get out of here, Sal.
We're going to see Sally on the floor, and they're all going to be holding her down.
I don't tell you what they're saying to me.
Well, maybe Sally Morgan should lay off the spirits in future. You know what I mean. God bless. Next up at 12:12 this afternoon, Hardeep showed off his juggling skills. Run, BT.
This is the next step up from what you just did, I think. Okay. Which is you throw that and throw that. Yeah? Throw that, throw that.
You throw that?
And then throw that.
So you throw that and throw that. Oh, OK.
Yeah?
You throw that.
You throw that, you throw that. Oh, shit.
I love the fact that I don't know how to juggle.
I've been doing that one.
No, what I've been told is if you get the 2 balls, really work your 2 balls for ages, then when the third comes in, it slips right into place. That's what I've been told.
Yeah, Hardy never fails to be knowledgeable. And finally, at 2:45 this afternoon, President Kirsty and Vice President Ryan announced their retirement from office. Breaking news, run BT.
Bitches, I am your president. Bloody bow down.
I know. She's lost.
I have served as your president for 5 glorious days. My final act in office is the housing bill. I have had an extra bed installed in the bedroom so that Ryan and I can shag our brains out and fuck with
Well, there you go, as ever, bringing you all the big breaking news. We're now joined by Laura from Scotland. Laura, what's your views on the news?
Well,
Thank you very much, Laura from Scotland. Great chat. And that was today's Celebrity Bots News. Thank you. Right, I've slipped me... No, Laura, you can stay with me. Come on. I've slipped my glasses off because we're about to slip into the break. Coming up, have a look at this. I've got a first-class ticket, guys. I have to a mystery country because Bots is going global. And we're going to be dropping in on not 1 but 2 Big Brother superstars from across the seas, and we're going to be reacting to Friday's upcoming eviction battle between sworn enemies Natalie and Hardy. I'll see you straight after the break. We've got first-class tickets. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side. Now, we are just following Roxanne's guides to self-empowerment, so here goes. Okay.
Right, look in the mirror now.
OK, babes.
And just say, I know who I am.
I know who I am.
And just say, and no one can take that from me.
No one can take that away from me.
And just say, I've been me my whole life.
I've been me my whole life.
And it's not going to stop now.
It ain't going to stop now, girl.
And if you don't like what you see...
And if you don't like what you see...
Turn around and walk away.
Then you can just turn around and walk away. Right, it's now time to get a little bit of exclusive house action, and it looks like things are getting a little bit on top of Gabby.
I need a minute.
Take all the time you need, Gabby.
I want to go home. I have not left anybody out doing a workout, but she's making out like I've deliberately targeted everyone that's not a boy. Like, I don't know what the fuck she's trying to imply here, but it's an absolute joke. She's just a nasty, nasty person, and I don't want to be in the house with her. I don't want to be here.
She's threatening to walk. Ricky, let me come to you. What are you making of that?
It's tough. Like I said with Gabs, like she's gone in there with this thing on her head, and she's gonna try and prove to the nation that she ain't like a home wrecker, and she ain't this and she ain't that. And by keep being put on the spot by Natalie, like she's saying, she's feeling intimidated. She's feeling on the spot. She hasn't been given enough time for her to share. She's on the spot. Answer the question, yes, no. And that is getting on top of her. Like I said as well, when you take away all of your comfort, all of your support group, inclling your phone.
She's a scary person, that Natalie. She's so intimidating.
Her tone, like when she asks you a question...
me. I mean, I'm not being funny.
You're not even in there.
I know.
Laura, I mean, you've been through like quite a similar situation on a show that I've never mentioned on this show. But can you understand where she's coming from? Being in such like a pressure cooker, like people call it, having that type of fallout with someone, it would make you want to go.
Yeah, but the thing is, how many days in are we?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I feel bad, but I don't have that much sympathy for her. I feel like she needs to be stronger. I really don't think it's that bad a deal. I'm sure she's been through worse before. So I just don't really get it. I don't know why.
You know what, though? Sometimes Big Brother does this really, really well. When you're like other shows, when you're I'm only joking, but when you're emotional and when you want to get out of there, and when you're in a house with somebody that might like send you crazy. I might have been in a house that a person might have sent me crazy.
Well,
but you get to the point where you're like, what am I doing this for? You know what I mean? I don't need this. I don't need these nasty people in my face and in my head. What Big Brother does really well is calm you down. Well, no, but he kind of calms you down, and he gives you that night to kind of think about everything and realise that person ain't important. So she might wake up with that realisation.
She's just having a moment.
And the diary room's
Oh,
good
hang on,
for you.
2 nights in a row piping up. Go on.
I'm just wondering why Natalie was getting on at Gabby about, like, working out. Why didn't you ask her? Because, to me, it doesn't look like she works out very much anyway.
She's gonna come for you. She's gonna come for you. You shush yourself now. You can hold that, God, because I'm gonna lash out. I'm gonna lash out. Hold me back. Now, listen, we've heard what the panel and Marlon thinks, but do we care? Well, no offence, guys, we don't, because it is time to take to my landline. We're going really retro on this show now. Let's find out who is on the phone. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, is that Jermaine's friend Sky?
It is.
Hi, Sky. It's Jermaine's friend Sky, everyone, on the landline. Sky, thanks so much for calling me up. I've had a really long day. How do you think he's getting on in the house, is your Jermaine?
Yeah, Jermaine is the funniest kid ever. It's just that others are much louder than him. And, our friend from America is speaking in that limelight at the moment because she just seems to be shouting all the time. I think Jermaine's going to have to get a pair of headphones.
Well, I mean, he's gone in there, hasn't he, to change the public's perception. Do you think he's started to do that?
Yeah, he's got a lot of gold, Jermaine. I mean, he's done some stupid things in the past, but he's grown up a bit, but then there's still that kid in him, and he still wants to be a bit of a kid. He hates seeing people unhappy. So if you notice, anytime someone's unhappy, he's there giving them a little cuddle, you know? I'm surprised he hasn't got a bottle of champagne around his neck.
Well, let's
give someone a cuddle and go, want to go?
Sky, let's talk about a little bit of a cuddle because it's a bit awkward. But we have seen him getting a little bit close to Chloe. He's obviously got a wife on the outside. She was with us on launch night. Do you think it's just harmless fun between them two?
Yeah, Jermaine doesn't like seeing people unhappy. I mean, he's given Chloe a cuddle, but he's also given a couple of the other girls cuddles as well when they weren't happy or crying.
But in all fairness, Sky, he didn't lick their thighs.
Yeah, but listen, right? Listen, when the Liverpool manager said to him, tell me one reason why you are not going to be a great player, and he wrote one word down, and it was chicks.
Fair dues, I get it, I do get it. Well, we're going to keep an eye on it, and I might have to give you a call later in the week. Is that all right, Jermaine? Sky.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sky. See you later.
Cheers,
bye, babe. Let me see who's online too. Hang on, let me just press that button. Is that Gabby's friend Sally?
It is. Hello.
It sounds like Gabby. Gabby, is that you?
It's not, no, it's Sally.
God, you really sound like Gabby, Sally.
Everyone says that.
Sal, how do you think she's getting on in there? We've just seen her. She's getting a bit upset.
Yeah. To be honest, you could see that from the first instance anyway, that someone like Natalie does intimidate her. You know, the thing is, with obviously you guys, you've put people in who would never tend to associate themselves on the outside. Natalie is not someone she would choose to spend the time with because, you know, from my perception, she is intimidating. Like, she's intimidating me and I'm watching her from a telly at home.
Well, just ask Charlotte Dawson. She's fighting for her life on the panel.
Hey, sister.
Sally,
Yeah?
Natalie said that Gabby's fading into the background. Are you worried about that? Do you think she could be fading into the background in there?
Not at all. I think, you know, there is big characters in there and she's a big character in herself. So as long as she continues to be her and sparkles through, like, that's all that we want. She's gone in there to be true to herself. I don't feel like she needs to be a big flamboyant, in-your-face character when she's just being her.
Listen, one thing I really need to talk about is that we know her storm, we know the situation with Dan, we know that they've said that nothing's happened in the past, but we are seeing them get quite close and we know they're mates on the outside. As a friend, just between us two, do you think there is anything potentially there?
No, not at all. Like, I obviously know Gab, but I actually know Dan as well. And I think for 1 minute, if, you know, Dan's wife was at home watching this...
Exactly.
Gabby would feel uncomfortable for her as well. So she probably is trying to distance herself because she doesn't want to give people that perception.
True. I appreciate that. Well, listen, Sally,
I think
thanks...
it's just friendly fun.
Oh, Sally, thank you for ringing. I can't confirm if that was Gabby or not. I really can't. I genuinely don't. Thanks, Sally. Let me see who's on line 3. Bye, babe. Frenchie, is that you?
Hi, what's going on?
It's Frenchie, everyone. Frenchie's not in line.
Bitches.
What's up, bitches? Frenchie, how are you?
I'm good. I'm doing fabulous.
What are you making of this year's housemates?
Yes, I was.
Oh, good. Frenchie, am I right in saying you're pals with Rodrigo?
Yes, I am friend with Rodrigo.
How do you think he's getting on in there?
I think he's doing fabulous. He's really funny, and also he's keeping it real. And I think it's a good thing he's showing his true self, so people can see what he's about.
But but Frenchie,
surgery.
one thing people are moaning about, they're saying he's not pulling his weight around the house. He's got lovely style, don't get me wrong, but is that enough for us to love him?
You need to give him a chance. He's just got in there. You know what I'm trying to say? Like when we hung out in LA, it was a lot of fun. He's really sweet and he's really funny. People need to give him a chance and go past the plastic surgery. You know
Jesus Christ, we could talk all night, Frenchie. We really can.
He's plastic fantastic.
Plastic fantastic. Frenchie, thank you so much for ringing. Give up for Frenchie, everyone. Bye, Frenchie. Oh, God bless her. Bye, darling. This isn't a real phone. It's not even plugged in. What's going on?
Plastic fantastic.
I really thought she was still on the line then. I was myself. Going up, we're going to be talking nominations, everyone. And you'll wish you were here. Ask your parents. Because after the break, I've got my passport, I've packed my suntan lotion and stocked up on those big, chunky, duty-free Toblerones. Other airport chocolates are available because Bots is going global, everyone. Talk about Concord. But first, we have our first set of nominations. So, as ever, you know what to do. Who stays? You decide! You decide. This week, Hardy and Natalie face the public vote. Who stays? You decide. To save Hardy from a landline, call 090 20 44 58 05, or from a mobile, call 650 58 05. To save Natalie from a landline, call 090 20 44 58 08, or from a mobile, call 650 58 08. Calls to the long number will cost 50p plus your network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50p. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. Votes cast after lines close won't count. If you're watching on catch-up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side now. The pandemic that has been the Celebrity Big Brother storm has now escalated to epidemic status, guys. I know it's a bit worrying, whatever that means, and has gone global. But it's now time to travel the globe and speak to a BB legend as we go. That's right, we are going global and we've gone overseas and landed in Canada, the home of Celine Dion and the Mounties. And now, through the wonder of modern technology, I'm talking to one of Big Brother Canada's biggest stars. She is the star of Big Brother Canada Series 2 and Series 5 and is regarded as one of the greatest Big Brother game players of all time. I am so excited for this. Please give it up for Big Brother Canada All-Star, Neda Calanto! Neda! How are you, babe?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm really good. I'm so excited to be speaking to you. I know all the super fans over here are going to be loving this, literally. Now, Neda, there has been 6 series of Big Brother Canada with the lovely Arissa, send her our love, and you've been in 2 of them, and you are literally one of Big Brother's best game players. For those that haven't seen Big Brother Canada, tell us a little bit about how different it is to our version.
I mean, it's a completely different world. Like, gameplay is regarded so high there because the house guests actually eliminate each other. We vote to evict each other. The public really doesn't have that big of a say. So, like, the more ruthless you are, the more backstabbing you are, the more respected you are.
And, girl, you were ruthless.
Just a little. My friends were more ruthless. I made it to Final 3, and my best friend cut me at the end so that he could win. And
I know.
The show.
Fuming, I was fuming. Neda, as much as I love Canada, let's talk about the UK version. I know you watch Celebrity Big Brother UK every single year. What are you making of this year's lineup?
So good already. Like, Celebrity UK version is my favorite. You know, I watch almost everything, like Australia, US, Canada, but like, don't tell Canada this.
Obviously.
But the UK version is so much better.
No, I will take that. You heard it. That's coming from Canada. Who's got people talking out of our Canada fans from our house?
Obviously Natalie. She's the most divisive character you guys have had, I think. I love her. I really love her. I think she tells it like it is. I feel like it would be Bible camp without her there. Everyone would be singing Kumbaya, like pretending like they're good humans. No, Natalie is what we need in a house guest.
Well, you say that she's what we actually need as a house guest, but we've got Natalie and Hardeep up for eviction this week. Clearly you want Natalie to stay, but...
I like Hardeep, but...
You're not that much of a fan?
He's okay. I just feel like Natalie is the one who's gonna bring out the drama. Like, Kirsty's gonna, like, crack eventually with this whole Scientology thing and Trump and stuff, and, like, I need Natalie there to make her crack.
Well, as the official spokesperson for Canada, it's getting like Eurovision in here, I'm loving it. Who do the Canadians want to see win this series at this early stage?
I might be just completely pulling this out of my butt, but Chloe.
Chloe!
I know. She manipulated her kidnappers into letting her go. We haven't seen enough of her yet.
Well, there you go. I mean, look. She might have a point. She might be really good at it. Listen, Neda, thank you so much for joining us. I really hope we get to speak to you again. Send our love to Arissa. Give it up for Neda, everyone. She's so lovely. I'm so happy we got her. And we're going to be finding out where Bots goes global next time very soon. But now we've got the small matter, it's a very small matter, of nominations to discuss. And I can exclusively show you the moment that the nominations were revealed to the House.
Tell me
This is Big Brother. There are 2 housemates nominated for eviction this week. They are, in alphabetical order, Hardeep and Natalie.
Hardy, you farted.
Are we waiting? No. Mate, don't you hit a man when he's down, why don't you?
Are we waiting
I've
just been nominated.
That's
it.
Best you can come up with. You are reminded that Big Brother rules are clear regarding this process. You cannot discuss nominations with your fellow housemates. This includes speculating or guessing who has nominated whom or who might nominate whom in the future.
But that's fucking fake.
There you go. It is a classic head-to-head between our 2 titans, Hardeep and Natalie. Natalie received a whopping 8 nominations. Hardeep got 6. Now, we chatted about it a little bit earlier, but let's dive straight into the reasons. Now, numerous housemates nominated Natalie for her confrontational behaviour. Rick, she's a bad girl. This is what she's known for. Why are they so shocked at it?
Because they've never experienced it before, Rylan. You know, just like speaking to the lady there from Canada, like, her version of the show, and I think the US version of the show, is very more...
It's gameplay. It's
gameplay,
ruthless.
Backstab, like, I like you today, but I will drop you in the pit tomorrow, sort of thing. So maybe this is where she comes from, and she's like, well, why isn't nobody else doing this?
It's good to watch,
you know?
isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
She's opening it up. She's opening the fireworks.
Shah, you say that. I mean, I know we make the joke, oh, I'm scared of her, but... Are we enjoying watching her?
Of course we are. Do you know what I mean? She's bringing the drama, she's bringing the bitchiness, the fun. Without her, like, do you know what I mean? What else are going to be doing? Hardeep farting, whatever. You know what I mean?
I like
just
that. I like Hardeep farting.
Just because he's Scottish, Lord.
The farting's fine. Just get your big toe off of the camera. Why am I always seeing these big, crunkled, crick up toe on the camera?
Toe shot, toe shot.
My goodness, get your feet off, man.
At least she's got an onion like mine.
Laura, we spoke about it a little bit earlier, but with Natalie, you know, she did that whole spiel about wanting to know everyone's storms before she went in to nominate.
Yeah.
Do you think she's playing a game? Do you think she's acting up? Or do you think this is genuinely her?
I think it's genuinely her, but I still think she's playing a game. She knows what to do to rile everyone up just before the nominations, turn everyone against each other, you know, put it away from her. She's not the only baddie, but I just don't like her.
You're not a fan?
Just because she says that she's horrible, it doesn't mean to say it's okay to be that way.
True.
It's like I don't like her, but I love her at the same time.
I know, I get it.
Is it a love-to-hate situation?
Yeah, it is.
It might be a bit of a love-to-hate, but listen, it's fair to say Hardeep, Natalie, it wasn't a massive surprise that they were up, but there was definitely some shock nominations in tonight's show. Let's talk about Ben nominating Ryan. That was a little bit of a shock, I thought, for his lack of warmth. Ricky, are we quite surprised that them two haven't gelled maybe as much as we thought?
The thing is with Ryan right now, he's been doing the presidential task, so like he said it the other day that he kind of felt that he couldn't get in with the boys and have a drink and have a laugh. He wants to. Ben is one of the most confusing characters I've seen in the Big Brother house. He just confuses the hell out of me. I don't know whether he's from Sunderland, whether he's from East London, EastEnders. I don't know what's going on with him. I really don't. He confuses the hell out of me.
I said I was going to bring it up because you mentioned it. Roxanne, she received 1 nomination. That was from Dan for acting up. We've got about a minute left.
Roxanne,
Shah, you're not a fan?
Honestly, Matt, for some reason, I just don't. I feel like she's really being
like
fake.
this.
Like, she looked up to the camera the other day, and I just feel like she's been a bit fake.
You
like,
think that, Rick?
I think it's to do with her musical theatre background. If you've ever known anyone from musical theatre, when they go into a situation, I think she's a lovey, and I think she's putting on her performance face, and she's very ready to go.
It needs to be real.
I think a little bit, give her time. I think it's going to break open.
I met her, and she was lovely, but I just feel like she's been a little bit weird.
Laura?
It's just annoying to watch. She's like this. I don't get it. Put your shoulders
You're not
down.
getting it.
Chill out. Like, I know what you're saying about the performing thing, but, like, just be yourself. This is why you're on Big Brother, to be yourself. You're not acting
be real,
anymore.
be real.
This is about you.
Well, very quickly down the panel, who do we want to see out Friday night, Laura?
Natalie.
Rick?
Hardip's big toe.
Charlotte?
I think Hardeep's farts.
Guys? Hardeep? Natalie? Well, that's it. Time waits for no man, not even me. We've reached the end of the show, guys. I'm sorry. Please give it up for my fantastic panel, everyone. And my brilliant audience, and especially you lot at home for watching. Tomorrow, just after 11, I'm going to be joined by Strictly Superstar Kathy Jones, Dowie Shorter Harrison, and Tabloid Sam Morton's going to be here. Oh,